What's going on YouTube? Rob again, and today we are going to be taking a look at some Terracons. More specifically, what they look like when they combine together and form Abominus. Cyberverse Abominus, that is. So of course we have Hunger, Twin Strike, Blight, Windraiser, and Ripper Snapper. And these guys all come together to form Abominus. And so we're just going to get right to it, because, you know, why not? Why not? So let me adjust this camera angle a little bit just so we can get a better view, because this guy he's not huge, but I mean, you know, he's bigger than a regular Cyberverse guy. So we are of course going to start with our dear friend Hunger. And so what you want to do is just starting from his dragon mode. I'm going to start all these guys from their beast modes. We just want to come around to his underbelly here, flip down this tail section. What becomes Hunger's chest is going to actually come out and down, and then the tail section, you can see there's a little tab on the end of the tail here, and there's a little slot right there. It's just going to peg together, and we're going to flip up Abominus's head on the other side, just like so. And then we're going to flip up the dragon claws to just go up there and fill out the chest a little bit. Now for the legs, just want to flip the claws up like so, and then kind of turn this in just like that. Okay, so that's what we're dealing with. And then the legs, we're just kind of leave as they are. Okay, alright. So that is Hunger's contribution. We're just going to put him right over here for now. We'll come on over to Twin Strike. And for his mode, there's a couple of ways you can do this. But the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to flip his feet around so that the claws, the talons, are facing up. And then just kind of push that all up forward. I'm going to put his tails down like so. And then you can have his front legs kind of down, kind of like, you know, fingers or something, but I am just going to leave them up kind of like so, just because I prefer how they kind of, yeah, just like this, kind of get out of the way. I think it's just a little bit of a sleeker line, and you can just have, you know, he's got multiple grips. He's just fine like that. So we're just going to put him aside for right now. Alright. We'll move on to Windraiser, the other arm. For this guy, he's pretty easy. You can just leave the tail up. I think I might just do that. And we're just going to kind of get this up. Like, put his arms up and out of the way, just kind of have him almost just touching like that, and then just put his legs up like that, and that's pretty much all you need for that arm. So you can see kind of where this is starting to go here, just like so. Move on to Blight, and I'm going to try and remember how to do this properly. So you want to take his beast head, move it down just like that. Then these bits are going to come around and down. So you want these little claws facing in toward the head. And then there are little tabs, if I can get it to focus. Focus. There we go. There are little tabs and little bitty holes right there in the legs, so they will just close in just like that. Okay, so you can see where this is going. They don't tab in very securely. That's just not gonna happen, so you know, be wary of that. And so using his inward motion, I'm just gonna kind of get his legs in, his beast legs in, and just kind of just close them in like that. Alright, so that's kind of what we're dealing with there. Okay, so that's one leg kind of done. You can, if you'd prefer, have these up as well, and that's fine too. So we'll try it this way and see how it works. Just to kind of get it out of the way. Well, maybe, I don't know. That's the good thing about this guy, is that he'll work pretty much no matter what. You just fiddle around with it and find what you like, what works for you, and that'll pretty much be it. All right, I think we've got something here, guys. I think we've got something here. All right, so there we go. Maybe, kinda. Okay. Bear with me. Okay, so that'll go right over there. It's one leg. Now for Ripper Snapper here, I'm gonna try and remember how this went. I believe something to this effect. This part is gonna come up here, I believe. Okay, what would normally be the robot chest is going to come up, but not all the way. It's not going to plug from here into these. It's going to come to these little notches, into these little grooves, just like so. Okay, so it's only going to go up that far, and then these bits are going to come down and close together. And then it's gonna, the little claws are just gonna come out like so. And then we can fold these back just like that. And if I'm remembering it all correctly, that I believe is his other leg mode. Just like so. Okay, so I want to get this guy, and we're going to give him one arm. Pop Windraiser on here. You'll see there are sets of holes, and then the pegs that are on these guys' legs will pop right in there. So we've got one arm on. Boot. Boot. There's two arms. And now for the heads, or for the legs rather, we want to take these dragon heads and just kind of slide them in to here. I believe that's, there we go. Just have to open that up a little bit. Slide the dragon head in and just clip it into place. That's one leg. Let's slide this dragon head into here and just clip it into place. And there's the other leg. Alright. So, there we have Abominus. And he stands just fine. One leg is kind of sticking out farther than the other, and that's just like how he stands because of the way his feet are formed, but it's decent. I mean, it's a nice kind of dynamic sort of pose that he has to begin with, so it works just fine. And unfortunately, my Hunger's joints are a little floppy. I need to just put some polish on them or something, but he'll tighten right up, and then he'll hold these guys just fine. So you can take their weapons and you can, stick them. There's you can see there's little ports all over this guy, on his, arms and his hands, on the wings or whatever, just on his legs, all over the place. But what I did was I took all of the weapons that they came with and just made this kind of, big battle axe thing. And you can kind of just stick that in his hand if you want. So he's got this big crazy weapon that he can hold just fine. just like so. Alright, so there he is, and we'll just show off, here he is with Cyberverse Bumblebee. And this axe can easily just come down, and there he is. That's it for little Bumbles. Boop, bye Bumbles. Yeah, so articulation, he's got ball jointed shoulders that can go in and out as well, thanks to hunger. He's got ball jointed hips, he can go up. You can't really do too much with the legs. The legs are pretty much just stuck in one position. I mean, as far as knee goes, but you can certainly move them back and forth. And thanks to the little claws here, you can actually get some, wider stances, because this guy has these little back claws and this guy has these little front claws, and between the two, you can certainly just get some decent little poses out of them. So is this guy perfect? Absolutely not. Do I prefer this guy over Fall of Cybertron Bruticus? I actually do. I think this guy does just about the same stuff that Bruticus does, but on a much smaller scale. Which to me just says, hey, why don't we get so much more out of deluxe size figures? Because we're paying more for them. Why are we still, why does it feel like it's just a bunch of Cyberverse? But, Hasbro is working on it, guys. They're trying, and we got to give them at least credit for that. And I think this guy is pretty cool. He's a lot of fun to just mess around with, and he doesn't look right. He's all kinds of mixed matched, but he is made up of 5 different monsters, which I think is awesome in itself. So I definitely give a little bit of leeway for that in itself. Yeah, but overall, I really like this dude. I think he's a lot of fun. I think the individual figures that he's composed of are all great, especially for Cyberverse. Some of them are really large for Cyberverse figures, and I think they're great in terms of articulation and just playability. I think they really can't be beat in that regards. So overall, I definitely recommend you guys pick up these guys if you can find them at your local stores. Totally worth it in my opinion. I think they're great. I really have been having a lot of fun just messing around with this guy and all of the individuals. Like I said, to the point where I've loosened all the joints. So I just need to put a coat of nail polish on there or something, floor polish, whatever, and tighten those up. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so very much, as always, for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I've got a lot more Transformers and all kinds of good stuff coming along, and just want to make sure you guys are, kept in touch for it. So be sure to subscribe. It's important. It is to me. But yeah, thank you guys so very much. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.